Man, what's going on with y'all, man? Welcome back to the channel, man. I hope everything is going smooth so far in y'all's new year, 2024, the Kobe year, man. Salute to that. And what we're going to get into today is 3 ways to become more attractive to feminine women. You know, for me, in all my struggles in my teenage years, in my 20s, I never blamed women like most men do. And I'm not saying it's wrong in that moment, but I never blamed women for my issues. I always knew that it was something within me. It was something within me because I knew I had what it took. It's just something I was doing wrong to turn off these women. So we're going to be focusing on 3 things, 3 ways you can become more attractive. So let's go ahead and get right into it. All right. So number 1 is having a purpose. So for me, I was always looking for a woman to fill the void in my life. And it's because I didn't have something bigger going on. I would kind of mix purpose with ambition. You know, I heard this story from Hafiz of the Roommates. This is years ago, probably like 5-6 years ago. And he was talking about how like your purpose is like the car and ambition is the gas. Women don't want to get into a car and you're not going nowhere, or you don't know where you're going. You have no GPS. That's how purpose is. A woman wants to be going somewhere. So when she sees a guy is going somewhere and he has that ambition in the tank, that's very attractive. That man is focused. That man is going somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're not going somewhere, you're drifting. Shout out to Napoleon Hill, outwitting the devil. You're a drifter. And women these days do not want drifters. Women want to see increase. Women want to see you level up. Because a lot of times what you got to understand, it's not about, oh, women just want guys with money. No, the thing that they like about guys with money is usually they're purposeful. When you look at NBA players, you look at rappers, a lot of these guys are making millions and millions of dollars, and that's attractive. Not just because of the money, but because of the whole sense of they're going somewhere. They're on a mission. I look at LeBron James in his like 20th year. He didn't broke every single record you didn't freaking can break. But why does he keep going? He's on a mission. He's on a mission. He's not stopping until he has to stop. And I feel like my dating life drastically improved when I figured out what my purpose was. For me, I struggled with women since from the time I was in middle school till like early 20s, 22, 23. And for me, once I learned the mistakes I was making, once I leveled myself up, changed my mindset, worked on my finances, worked on dating, worked on learning from my experiences, worked on not doing too much, worked on being patient, worked on being comfortable within myself. When I focused in on all of that, everything changed. But it all started with me living a purposeful life. So what is it that you like to do? You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is you like to do, we can somehow flip that into a business or something bigger. You know what I'm saying? Even if you, whatever. So that's the number 1 step, is having a purpose. Women want to see where you're going. That's attractive to them. It's a turn on. It's sexy. A man with a plan, a man that's going somewhere, is hella attractive to a woman. All right, number 2 is confidence. Something I also struggled with for many years. And confidence is just basically a believing in your abilities and what you do. And a lot of times, a lot of us men, we don't have confidence with women because we haven't experienced a lot of women. So the problem is when you're not dating women consistently, naturally, you're not going to be confident around them and they're going to pick that up. See, women are like a mirror. They're naturally going to hold up and expose your insecurities. So if you're not confident around a woman, you're going to self-sabotage. You're going to show all these doubts and you're going to do things to naturally mess things up. You know, also within confidence, women are able to see your inner strength, in the inside. They're able to see that you got it together emotionally. So when a woman can sense that, she feels safe and secure and she wants to be around you because she sees that you're sure of yourself. So you definitely want to work on being more confident. And the way you get more confident with women is by continuing to date more women. And just being natural, not overthinking it, not overanalyzing, just being there, being in the moment. Stop thinking about what's going to happen in the future because that's how we mess up. That's how I messed up. I'm thinking about, oh man, it's going to be my wife. I'm going to have 5 kids with her and I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, but I'm not in the present. So I'm not being confident. You know what I'm saying? I'm being I'm out of touch. I'm out of reality. So that's definitely the second trait. Become more confident. And the third thing is having emotional self-control. Man, y'all don't know how important this is. See, what y'all probably don't understand is a lot of times women are with guys that don't know how to control themselves. They don't know how to stop when a woman says no. So women, and most women, guys, have been in situations where whether they've been assaulted or, raped or, harassed. Most women, especially the ones on the more prettier end, have been in these crazy situations. So what you got to understand is women are looking at different signs to show that you're either emotionally secure or you're not emotionally secure. And all that means is, can you control yourself? Do you lose your temper easily? Do you get mad and upset when she says something? This is why women these days test guys subconsciously. They're testing to see who really has that inner strength. Now, for me, my emotional insecurities came from the fact of, I would get all in my feelings when a woman would text me back and different things like that. I'm not the aggressive type. I know when to fall back when a woman says no. For me, it was on the other end. I couldn't control my emotions, how I felt about a woman. I would spill all my feelings out. So those were where my issues came from. So again, most of this list, guys, goes back to learning how to validate yourself. You got to learn how to love yourself, because the three things I named, purpose, confidence, and emotional self-control, start from within. And that's the whole point of this message. It's never about the outside stuff. Oh, I got to have all this money. I got to be fit. Now, yes, that's the bait. Yeah, that's the bait. You definitely want to be financially secure, look good. You know what I'm saying? Making sure your swag is on point, making sure your hygiene is on point. Of course. Hell yeah. You definitely want to be on point. But also at the same time, once a woman gets past that and you start to date her and she starts to come over, y'all start to hang out more. If that inner stuff is not right, then you're going to expose yourself. You're going to expose yourself. And for me, I always struggle with confidence issues. I could be confident around my guy friends, but when I get around a woman, I turn into a marshmallow. So we got to continue to focus on ourselves, build our self-esteem up. The way you do this is by tackling them. Why do you feel the way you feel when you're around women? Probably because you don't feel good enough. A lot of times we don't feel good enough. We don't feel worthy enough. Well, you got to start telling yourself that you're good enough. You have to start telling yourself that. And also, too, spend time alone in isolation. But that does not mean to neglect women. Spend time in isolation. Get to learn yourself. Start reading books. Maybe go get a therapist and start figuring out why you act the way you act. Because once you can unpeel those layers, then you can get to the root of the problem. And the quicker you get to the root of the problem, the less you will overcompensate. And that's the whole point I'm trying to get to you guys. So like I always say in every video, at the end of the day, continue to focus on you. All right, guys, that's my video for today, guys. Make sure you continue to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, guys. And I'm gone.